What's up, homies, humashimals, bablamas, and balita baladas? Don't ask me what all that means, it's a secret. I hope you guys don't mind. This video might be a little lengthy, so don't give me shit, will you? Oh man, let's see what I got. A lot of people want to see my range bag. This is the perfect range bag. Perfect range bag. It's not big enough for a bug out bag really, but it is a beautiful, perfect range bag. I don't know if Glock makes it, but it's real heavy duty, and I love it. It's the perfect size, and I just want to show you my shit. A lot of new subscribers. I haven't shown my range bag in a while. This compartment here, I keep all my tools in case I have to do something stupid. Cleaning brushes. The worst oil you can buy is Rem oil. Shit sucks, but it's better than nothing. Just something to keep in your range bag. I wish Ballistol made tiny little, containers of their stuff. They used to. I don't know if they do it anymore. Little screwdriver you need, and this tool has everything. My buddy Martin from New Jersey sent me this tool for nothing. It's a SOG. It's real smooth. It's got everything in it, screwdrivers, everything. You need tools at the range. You're setting up your targets, and you never know when you need tools. So that's what I keep in here, a pack of staples. And that's my tool section, a toothbrush. In case I got to clean my gun real quick or something goofy happens. It's always good to be prepared for you newer gun guys. Have a tool section. The next section you want is got a staple gun. Everyone don't use a staple gun because I used to shoot and see targets. That's what I love about them. But I keep about, 20 of them in here at all times. And I got some of these regular targets. A friend of mine sent me these just in case, I just want to change it up a little bit. And that's it. Oh, and another good thing to have is an Up-Lola Easy Loader from Up-Lola. Great if you have gay hands or you're like me, you got arthritis. These are the best magazine loaders on the market. I haven't seen one better yet. And that's it. And if you have one, you're Ed Brown. That's really what this video is about. Figured I'd show you my range bag a little bit. And the Ed Brown did fantastic today. This is a range report / information video. Okay, if you want to call it that. 0 failures. So let me go to my chart and erase Ed Brown 300 rounds to 350 rounds. 350, not counting the rounds they put through at Ed Brown. So really there's 450 through it, but I'm still going to write my experience with the gun is 350. But there is 450, there might be 500. They shoot 100 to 150 at the Ed Brown custom shop. Still just one failure. I don't think it's going to fail again. I used Remington UMC ammunition. It ran perfect. I have no complaints. That's the best shooting I ever did, is that Ed Brown range video. Man, this gun's starting to pay itself off, thank God. I was starting to get worried. I did use the Kimpro Tac Mag. I removed Ed Brown's magazine, and I'm using the Kimpro Tac Mag. So that's the mag I want to use. Now, I just want to talk a little bit about break-in. A lot of guys, newer gun owners, I do a lot of videos lately for new guys because we got so many new people now watching, and they're new gun owners. They don't know anything about firearms, so it's good to just, do this stuff again. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are like, what do you mean? What do you mean by break-in period? What's breaking in? Well, there's a lot of things, especially on the 1911. Probably the gun that needs break-in least are today's polymer guns like the Smith & Wesson M&P, of course the Glock, the Springfield XD. They all require a little breaking in. All firearms require some sort of breaking in, because the more you shoot them, do you notice the more you shoot them, the better they run? Well, even with a polymer gun where there's not a lot of friction, there's still a small trace of breaking in. So, like, if you shoot your Glock, you put 50 rounds to it when it's brand new. After you got like 2,000 rounds through it and you shoot it again, don't you remember from when you first shot it, it shoots a lot smoother? Well, because things are still rubbing together and they're getting polished and smoothed out. So, this gun's dirty. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart as I'm talking. But this Ed Brown is so tight, I have to use, and I'm completely unprepared here. Here we go. Got lucky. I have to use a wrench to get that friggin' bushing off. Any other time with a 1911, with my Colt or Kimbers or anything like that, I don't need any tools. With the Ed Brown, I need the tool because I cannot get that ring off. The bushing. Okay, it is safe. We emptied it out. We put another 50 rounds to it today. And what I do is I use this wrench because it's a real pain in the ass to get this off of here. Oh, you know why I was going the wrong way? Stupid man you are. That's been a while since I took a 1911 apart. I was swinging it to the right. I was supposed to be swinging it to the left. Glad I didn't break it. Okay, there we go. These guns are so tight, they really need a lot of extra breaking in. Okay, they really do. Okay, now, what the Ed Brown is, normally, I would swing it back to the left and pull the bushing out, but I can't. But what I did was I took all the pressure off by removing the recoil spring plug. So that takes all the spring pressure off. Now, I could take the safety off, and it's nice and loose. I won't have to fight it and hold it and be afraid a spring's going to pop out and smack me in the eye. So it's a little different when I take the Ed Brown apart because the gun is so carefully handcrafted and tight. You know what I'm saying? Man, look how thick that recoil spring is. You guys see the gauge of that? I don't know if you can see that. Man, that is a thick frigging spring. Okay, it should slide right off. Man, like butter on pop mother humping corn. Okay, Remington UMC. I like the ammunition because it runs clean. Cleaner than most ammo. That's why I like it. Now that this is all loose with the Ed Brown, now this bushing will come right off. See? Boom. So this is how I train myself to take the Ed Brown apart because it's a tight gun. I forgot a little bit, but it's good to see that on the video. You want to see mistakes, that's how you learn. And see, it's just a little dirty. I like that Remington UMC. But I'm going to thoroughly clean it. Now, I'm getting off track. When I talk about break-in, there's a lot of things that have to break in with a 1911, especially one like this one. That's why I'm using this for the example, because this is the one that needs to be broken in. These are full-length guide rails. They're made really tight. They're made big to fit just right in these guide slots, I guess, in the slide. And they fit perfect. They fill up the whole spot. So there's a lot of friction. There's a lot of friction. So a good 1,000 rounds, I'm even going to say 500. I'm going to say for these kind of guns, a good 1,000 rounds is a good break-in. Another thing that needs to break in is your recoil spring right here. See, I told you, you can't see it on the camera. It's a very thick recoil spring. It's very hard to pull the slide back. After you got 1,000 rounds through it, remember, a spring has a memory. That's why they call it a spring. But it's never 100%. It still will give a little, and it still will get a little easier as break-in goes in. So once this gets easier, the slide will come back easier. And if you have a bullet, a round of ammunition that's a little undercharged, it still will feed probably, and you won't have a problem. Right now, the way the gun stands with this super stiff new spring in there, if you have one round of ammunition that's a little undercharged, because that happens, you might get a stovepipe, it'll fail to feed or whatever. So this has to be broken in too. The spring, the guide rails, I just showed you, and the parts inside that you can't see, like the trigger mechanism and the sear springs inside here, and all that stuff's rubbing together all the time. And with this gun, it's rubbing together harder because it's made tighter. And that's really your break-in. And one of the most important thing, this is a throated barrel, and when the round feeds in there, this will start to get polished after a while. And once this gets naturally polished, I'm not saying to polish it with a Dremel. The best way to do it is to have it naturally polished, because it's taking its natural shape to the object that's getting fed in the friggin' hole. So don't try to speed it up and polish the barrel jamming. If you're having a lot of problems, then you give the barrel a little polish with some flits and a buffer. But if it's not and it's periodically jamming, let it polish itself on its own by firing it. Let it take its shape, and it will, and it'll become more reliable. It'll be custom to that shape. And that's it. That's all I can say with break-in. That's it. It's pretty much common sense. Even a magazine, like right now I'm using the Kim-Pro Tac mag, because the Kim-Pro Tac mag don't have that little dimple on the follower. I just don't like that dimple on the follower. I know some people don't have problems with them, some people do. The only way you could tell if that's giving you a problem, the only way the dimple on the follower is going to give you a problem is the last round that comes off the magazine. Because there's only one round that rubs on the pimple, right? It's the first one that you load in there. Then you fill it up, and then the other rounds are sliding off each other. Then the last round's going to slide and hit the dimple, and if you're getting hang-ups on the last round, then change the magazine, or you can just change the follower to a smooth one. But I was just showing that yesterday just because it's just one of the things I don't like. But the thing ran so beautiful with this Kim-Pro Tac mag. Thank God I got two of them. I'm just going to use the Kim-Pro Tac mags and put the Ed Brown mags aside for a while. Okay? That's it, guys. That's all the information. That I'm not an expert, so that's all the information I could tell you about breaking in. So that's it. Okay? Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient with me not getting back to you with comments. It's just, I try to say this every couple videos. It's hard for me to answer everyone's questions, man. Don't get offended, okay? Alright, hope this video helped you guys out. I'm going to clean this up, put it back together, and Ed Brown's kicking ass now. See ya.